District. Bethany Baptist Church, Hannah Hill. Church of God of Prophecy, Sea Grape. Central Zion Baptist Church, Pinedale. Church of God of Prophecy, Pinedale. Bethel Baptist Church, Pinedale. New Mount Olivet Baptist Church, Holmes's Rock. 8 Mile Rock Gymnasium, 8 Mile Rock. Grand Bahama Central District. Foster B. Pestina Hall, Christ the King Church, Special Needs Shelter, East Atlantic Drive. Church of the Ascension, West Beach Drive and Arden Forest Road. Central Church of God, Coral Road. First Baptist Church, Columbus Drive. Shiloh Seventh-day Adventist Church, Sandcombe Road. Evangeline Jervis, Hurricane Shelter, Anita Doherty Drive, Beachway Drive, and Gambia Drive. Revelation Apostolic International Church, Jobson Avenue. New Life Worship Center, Coral Road. Calvary Temple.
ZNS News is brought to you by the new BTC. Fiber is here. Faster, stronger, more reliable. Together, we are unstoppable. Switch today.
Coming up in the Bahamas tonight, the national report, the nation's chief inspecting schools ahead of the new academic year. Plus, the inquiry into the Dino Bain police-involved shooting underway in court. And the financial analyst calling for stricter best practices to reduce foreign labor. The Bahamas tonight, the national report starts now. Welcome to the broadcast. Grand Bahama police confirming that 2 American visitors drowned there today. A 79-year-old man allegedly drowned while snorkeling in waters off Celebration Key around 1 o'clock this afternoon. Then Grand Bahama authorities informed us before news time that a 74-year-old woman died while swimming inside the pool at Celebration Key. Both matters are now under active investigation. We will have more on this developing story as it becomes available. In just a little over 2 weeks, students will be back in the classroom as a new school year gets underway. Ahead of opening day, finishing touches are being made to the nation's schools to ensure that they are ready for students and teachers. Prime Minister the Honorable Philip Davis, along with education officials, toured several schools here in the capital to see firsthand how work is progressing. The group started in Yellow Elder Gardens at the Government High School, where works have been ongoing all summer. They also toured a new pavilion area that is being constructed adjacent to the soon-to-be completed swimming pool. And afterwards, it was on to nearby C.W. Sawyer Primary School. The school is celebrating its 50th anniversary this year, and roofing work is ongoing. But school principal Tanya Farquharson believes come opening day, C.W. Sawyer will be ready.
At C.W. Sawyer is on schedule. We will be ready for the reopening of school. We had some interior painting job that was done, that is completed. It's just the roofing that we are waiting on to be completed, and it is on schedule, and we will be ready for the reopening.
Now, heat will be a factor as students return to the classrooms, and Farquharson says those issues are now being addressed.
Some areas are air-conditioned. For example, the preschool, the offices are air-conditioned. We are working on getting air conditioning for the entire area. That is something that the government is looking into.
L.W. Young Junior High School was the final stop of the tour. Works are being carried out both in and outside, and all in all, officials seem positive these exercises will be wrapped before opening day, which is set for September 1st.
The report notes that the second quarter of 2024...
More evidence tonight that the country's economy is growing and continues showing signs of further growth. New data released this week from the Bahamas National Statistical Institute shows the Bahamian economy has fully rebounded from pandemic levels. Here's Corval Pyfrom.
The report notes that the second quarter of 2024 recorded the highest real quarterly GDP since the series' inception. It attributes this strong performance to industries like agriculture and fisheries, information and communication, electricity and gas, water supply and sewerage, as well as accommodation and food services. Overall, the QGDP trends for 2024 show continued economic growth when compared to the corresponding quarters in 2023. The information compiled by the Bahamas National Statistical Institute show only the third quarter of 2024 recorded a modest year-over-year decline of less than 1% when compared to the previous year. However, the most notable increase occurred in the fourth quarter of 2024, which saw real QGDP rise by 7.6% over the same period in 2023. The results, the report shows, indicate the Bahamian economy has surpassed pre-pandemic levels. The first quarter of 2024, real GDP reached $3.5 billion, a jump from $3.4 billion in the same quarter of 2023, representing an increase of 1.9%. Quarter 2 of 2024 saw a rise of 4.9%, with GDP climbing to $3.6 billion, up from $3.4 billion in 2023's Quarter 2. The third quarter of 2024, GDP saw a slight decline of 0.8% at $3.4 billion, rebounding to $3.6 billion in Quarter 4 of 2024, up 7.6% from $3.3 billion in 2023. The figures reflect typical seasonal trends in the economy, with peak activity in winter and spring months. In 2024, Quarter 1 saw real GDP increase by 5.8% compared to 2023's Quarter 4. Q2 saw a rise of 2.6% over Q1 of 2024. Q3 contracted by 5.1% from Q2, and Q4 rebounded to 4.4% over the previous quarter of 2024. Additional details on these revisions will be provided in the full National Accounts 2024 report. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Corval Pyfram.
Thanks a lot, Corval. Well, the recruitment and deployment of Bahamian labor within critical industries has been an ongoing issue that successive governments have tried to rectify for years. But with billions of dollars in the pipeline for foreign direct investment, President of Fidelity Bank, Gowan Bo, believes a robust apprenticeship program is needed to reduce the level of foreign labor.
The truth of the matter is that all countries and all, I'm going to say, cities, states, etc., that look for development, look to import the talent that is necessary in order to get the projects underway. What is more important is the immigration policy to say that when I have recruited, hired, and brought in foreign labor, what is my apprenticeship program? What is my development program to say that I am bringing in the necessary skill sets, and then I am, if you will, availing that to Bahamians so that they're in a position to start to develop it. And then equally, how do we get Bahamians not leaving the country by virtue of brain drain, but how do we get them on secondments?
Bo strongly believes foreign labor serves as an added boost to the economy.
There is a need for an injection of skilled labor. I think the xenophobia that is created, unfortunately, by politicians from all of the major political parties, including the emerging political parties, is one that sometimes interferes with progress and development. We don't bifurcate or segregate what I'm going to call economic contributors from those that are economic refugees, and drawing the distinction, meaning if I am coming and bringing lawyers, accountants, wealth planners, etc., with skill sets and a client base that we would not ordinarily have had as a country, that is going to be progressive and developmental.
The North American and Central American and Caribbean Open Track and Field Championships are officially underway and will bring a major economic boost to Grand Bahama over the next 2 days. Ramiko Knowles joins us and has the latest.
That's right, LaDawn. Excitement is certainly in the air at the Grand Bahama Sports Complex for day one of action of the NACAC Track and Field Championships. Over 400 athletes assembling at the Grand Bahama Sports Complex to do exactly what that sign says, and that is to push past possible. The Minister for Grand Bahama says hosting an event like this in Grand Bahama is not only a proud moment for the island, but a major boost to the local tourism.
I consider Grand Bahama to be the home of events and entertainment. And the Minister of Youth, Sports and Culture, he's always been talking about sports in paradise. And that's what's happening here on Grand Bahama Island. There are so many vendors who are going to be here, who are going to be able to benefit from the traffic we have here at this Grand Bahama Sports Complex. And so, I look forward for this weekend of activities, what it means for our island, what it means for our country, because our country will be, broadcast to the world as a home of events and entertainment and sports tourism. Great times for our island, great times for our country, great times for culture, great times for sports, and Grand Bahama is where it's at.
Now, LaDawn, the track and field championships will continue until August 17th. The opening ceremony will take place on Saturday, August 16th at about 3 o'clock, and that will be carried live on the network. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Ramiko Knowles. Back to you in studio.
Thanks a lot, Rumiko. And still to come, DRMA officials closely monitoring the movements of Hurricane Erin. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report.
It has the looks, the style, the performance. Your new car is everything you always dreamed of. Now it's here. Commonwealth Bank was happy to help put you behind the wheel with a new car loan at a competitive rate and fast, friendly approval. It's a service that just comes naturally to us, just like how love of tradition comes naturally to you. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
Long day? Hungry crew? Say less and satisfy everyone with KFC's Summer Buckets. Grab a super summer bucket and get 8 juicy pieces of fried chicken, 8 nuggets, corn, our new white rice with gravy, 4 buttery biscuits, 4 Switcher Pink lemonades, and 4 dessert biscuits. So whether it's on the beach, at home, or chilling with the crew, KFC's Summer Bucket starting at just $20. Bring all the flavor. Summer with KFC. It's finger licking good.
While others see customers as numbers, we see our customers as people, neighbors, friends who deserve more than one-sided connections. That's why we are redefining what real connection is by prioritizing our customers and showing our appreciation by putting our money where your loyalty is. BTC customers, claim your $200 Bahamas Air gift card when you add postpaid mobile to your internet plan. That's loyalty that flows both ways.
Wait, what are you grabbing all these pizzas, boy?
Wait, Marcos, wait. We have a special on all day large, 1 topping pizzas, wait.
Pineapple.
All.
Barbecue.
All. Wait, VAT included, but.
I need the $10 special plate.
How many of them would you like?
20 in it. Thank you so much, man. $10, that's it. The Marcos got that deal, boy.
Fashion was something that I've always loved. I always, as a child, loved to see women just impeccably dressed. But my thing was drawing the looks and mixing colors, and fashion was in my blood. My name is Dr. Jillian Curry Williams, and I'm the designer for Remilda Rose Designs. What sets me apart, that I pay attention to detail. Like, I have an eye for detail. I pay attention to the construction of my garment. I want to make sure that when my garment is completed, that you can wear that on the wrong side or the right side because it's impeccably made. I put my personality into my passion. Well, the fabric of hope was inspired by my father. My father had cancer, and I would go with him to treatments and seeing everybody just look despondent and dreary. And one day this lady dropped her mom off and her mother fell when she got inside, and I was like, wow, like God, like I'm only a fashion designer. Like, what can I do to assist these people? I know God had me to create it to inspire persons with cancer or any illness that there's hope, that there is light at the end of that tunnel. The encouraging word I would give to women, it's been in my heart for a couple of days, to speak to the older women who may feel that I'm 40, what can I do? I'm 50, what can I do? And that's when the fire in us kicks in. We've had the work experience. We pass all those tests. So take that idea that God has given you and put it to use. This is where it all begins.
To learn more about the Women Entrepreneurs Initiative, visit our website or contact us at 461-7232. And remember, empowered women empower women.
At a shot of the straw market in downtown Nassau. That shot is courtesy of drone pilot Kyson Miller. A coroner's inquest into the case of Dino Bain, the 27-year-old victim killed during a police-involved shooting on December 28, 2023, continued today, where a jury of 5 reached a verdict. Danielle Dean was in court.
Make me feel bad, and I had to share a tear because there's a seeing him on the floor and everything. It broke me right down.
Dino Bain's mother, Marva Bain, outside of court Friday told ZNS this is how she felt watching the video of her son getting gunned down by Reserve Police Constable 3099 Franklin Umbrister on December 28, 2023 for yet another time. During the continuation of a coroner's inquest before Coroner Cara Turnquest DeVoe, the verdict reached by a 5-member full female jury was that the officer, represented by attorney Glendon Roll, is guilty of homicide by murder.
It means now that the officer had to be taken into custody because the coroner she do not have jurisdiction to give bail, and he would have to now apply to the Supreme Court for bail.
Attorney at law K. Melvin Monroe represents the estate of Dino Bain and family.
Comfortable with the jury's finding. In fact, when I gave my submissions, that is one of the things that I'd asked for, and it was obvious that based on the evidence that was laid out in the court throughout the week, and the video surveillance footage, along with the body cam footage, it suggested and confirmed that which I would have asked the jury for, that it was a callous and cold killing.
Gerald Bain, Dino's older brother, says, though, justice began with the verdict, it will still never be enough.
Still feel cut. Still feel as though, like, the police officers shouldn't do what he did. A life has been taken, regard for nothing.
Bain says what he misses most about his brother is their bonding over boats and cars. Dino owned a car wash, while Gerald is a mechanic. For now, Umbrister remains in custody until presented with a voluntary bill of indictment that will outline his court date. Reporting for the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Danielle Dean.
Thanks a lot, Danielle. Well, a sharp increase in guns over the past few weeks has catapulted an appeal for the public to assist police to limit the number of guns seized on our streets. It was in 2023 when the Bahamas was among several countries supporting the Mexican government's lawsuit against U.S. gun manufacturers. However, the 139-page civil lawsuit seeking $10 billion in damages was dismissed by a United States judge. National Security Minister, the Honorable Wayne Monroe, pledged the country continued support with its international partnerships in this mission.
The U.S. government has passed a useful act to deal with gun trafficking. We participate them. They provide ATF officers to our anti-gang and firearm task force. They provide officers and agents from the Homeland Security investigates. You would have seen a Bahamian charged in the U.S. with firearms trafficking because he bought a number of guns and was shown to have sent it over here. So the issue of it is we cooperate with our international partners.
The National Security Minister reasoned why public support in fighting the crime war is so crucial.
If you know your son has a gun, if you know somebody may be coming to kill your son, that may bring death to your doorstep. And so you should be telling the police where you know of these firearms existing, because it's all well and good. Somebody may come for your son and you may find yourself crying for him in the road. But what is worse, and what has happened here already, is somebody comes for your son and you are in the car and you meet your death because you were cloaking a relative.
Disaster Risk Management Authority officials are just waiting on the green light from the Bahamas Met Office to begin monitoring any potential impact Hurricane Erin may bring our way. Managing Director Aaron Sargent explains the process.
When there's certainty that the Bahamas will be impacted, we will activate our National Disaster Emergency Operations Center, and that will then lead the response efforts and advise administrators whether they are to go on shelter and we take over from a national perspective.
DRM Authority officials have already contacted their partners at the Royal Bahamas Defense Force to distribute essential supplies to any island impacted. He also outlined the readiness of Family Island administrators.
We've been doing regional training exercises with members of the Family Island administrators to encourage them on how to prepare. What's their local capacity? What's the processes for them activating? That's something that they don't just do. They do in tandem with the DRM Authority and the Met Office.
Each year within the month of August, the peak of the summer months, consumers can expect a hike in electricity bills due to the high usage of the air conditioning units. But BPL's chief operating officer says he's crossing his fingers they aren't forced into load-shedding procedures here in the capital. This comes amidst a widespread power outage that still is impacting residents in Abaco.
Summer, as we know, is the hottest period of the year. For the Bahamas and the different islands, we see extreme temperatures, and again, the load or demand on all of the systems would increase. We do our load forecasting, and we hope to predict what that load would be and try to build capacity for the same. But again, we have engines or machines that are running 24/7. They need regular maintenance, and if we are challenged for reasons unknown or unplanned, then we have to address those.
BPL officials say the remaining family islands are also being closely monitored.
The family islands see a number of events, regattas, festivals, homecomings that increase the load significantly, sometimes unpredictably, and where we may fall short. So BPL, as part of its planning, would try to predict and forecast this, make sure we purchase or install or have available our units. We plan our maintenance accordingly in order to meet the demand on all of these islands.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Folk Call Smart Pass, the smart way to pay at the pump.
Diet-friendly special.
So you straight?
Bro, I ain't getting no service. I can't make no calls. I can't post nothing on my stories. I don't get it.
Wait, you on the live? Shad, come, let's fix that. Come. This one needs saving. Pour them over, please.
Say less. Sign up today. Enjoy 5 gigs on us with select prepaid plans when you port your number to Alive, or 3 months free Alive fiber services when you port your landline.
Introducing the Focal Smart Pass app that helps you to fuel up faster. Here's how it works. Download the app on the App Store or get it on Google Play and create your profile with payment details. Visit your nearest Shell station, open the app, scan the pump's QR code, select your payment amount, and begin fueling. Say goodbye to cash and cards because the Focal Smart Pass offers secure and convenient payment options right at your fingertips. Download Focal Smart Pass now and fuel up faster today.
This portion of the news is brought to you by 700 Wines and Spirits, bringing celebration across the nation.
Well, Malena joins us live for a sneak peek of Access Now. Malena, what's happening?
What's happening? LaDawn, you know very well what's happening. You know what day it is. It's Entertainment Friday, and we've got Papa Smurf in the house tonight, so I'm very excited to hear what he's going to play for us. And he's also from Grand Bahama, so, you know, we're probably just going to be bragging on the best island, and you know how it goes.
It's not the best, but I'll allow you to brag. It's not the best. Stay with us. The Bahamas Tonight, the National Report continues right after this.
Things may be tough, but Wendy's got you covered. Grab a day single or chicken sandwich with a junior fries and 16-ounce beverage for just $6.95. Why choose less from the other guys when you can get more? At Wendy's, we're providing bigger bites and better deals. So purchase your Tings Tough Value Meal today. Now available at all locations, excluding the airport and food truck.
Health is the greatest gift. That's where we come in. Bahamas Medical and Surgical Supplies is a premier distributor of medical equipment, as well as medical and surgical consumables. Our engineers are always on hand, providing top care service that saves lives. We carry a wide selection of over-the-counter and prescription items, IV fluids, and other injections. Our products are state-of-the-art, and our entire team stays on top of cutting-edge technology. With more than 2 decades of dedicated service, Bahamas Medical and Surgical Supplies continues continues to be a trendsetter and innovator in healthcare. We have set ourselves apart by truly caring for our customers. We understand the intricacies of healthcare and we produce spectacular results. We cherish our partnerships and nurture our friendships as we continue on our quest to help everyone maintain that wonderful gift of good health.
Find us on 95th Terrace, Centerville, and now located in the Lucaya Shopping Center of Freeport, Grand Bahama.
Tired of looking at the same old kitchen? Step 1. Our talented recommended designer Mark crafts a custom design just for you. Step 2. Once your design is ready, CBS Bahamas makes ordering effortless. Your dream kitchen is within reach. Step 3. Our recommended installers bring your vision to life, ensuring every detail is perfectly in place. Sit back and relax as your dream space becomes a reality. Visit cbsbahamas.com and start bringing your home improvement dreams to life today.
Honey barbecue, sweet and spicy, all new. Signature, what's your flavor? Roasted garlic parmesan, tastes so good, chicken, you know. Ghost pepper, wings.
Now available at Popeyes in Nassau.
Well, that does it for the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report, but stay close. The Bahamas Tonight continues with Access Now.